Gryphon Storm Yashua Radio is now live. Streaming Marvel's Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns Episode 3.
Yeah, my name is. We're playing Midnight Suns, like a Marvel game. My name is Joshua, Gaming Radio. We continue it where we left off the last episode. Here is, people can follow me here. Follow me where you ever watch it from. Follow me there. Follow me where you watch it from. Okay, my name is Joshua Gaming. Here we continue it. So, I'm gonna save it. Might not be
Feeling good today, girl.
Oh, touch.
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks. It's super easy to hang out with you, Hunter. Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl. Captain Marvel beat me at cards. Yet another phrase I never expected to say out loud. First we crawl, then we stumble. You're on your way up. You'll get your old moves back soon enough.
Hunter.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
It is on the last episode, so I don't know.
We desperately need to get into this crate.
Hello?
And I'll do that too. I'll do that to Nico. So do that with
the legend walks among us.
So about the Staff of One.
I don't let anyone borrow it, if that's what you're about to ask.
No. How do you trick it into casting the same spell more than once?
Oh, I try not to think of it that way. Not anymore. It's like a partner I had to learn to work with, or a roommate to live with.
But I have seen you cast the same spell before.
That's magic I picked up on my own. I use the Staff of One to focus and augment it, but I don't pull out the big guns unless things get, let's say, apocalyptic.
You did not use it until you had it. You were trying to stop the apocalypse. Whatever do you want? We are trying to stop the apocalypse.
You do not think all of this qualifies?
Yeah, this isn't my first. If things get really bad, I'll impose my will on reality itself and hope for the best. But if I phrase it poorly, I could turn all jet fuel into chocolate pudding, or delete everyone with variations of the name Steve. Think of all the Estebans, Hunter, and the Etiennes. I do, every time I use the Staff of One to alter reality. Yeah, I kinda got into that. I can turn this into sushi for us.
Whatever artifact is inside, it's better off in our hands.
If you die again, could we bring you back again?
I have no idea.
Strange went on about nigh inconceivable power, and the rarest of curios were expended in your first resurrection. Assuming we had all that, would it work?
I hope so. Why? That's not how it works. Whatever you plan to stop, hope so. Why?
It might. Sounds like you have a plan.
Are you kidding? I have 5 plans. If you're the key to all this, keeping you breathing is the only thing that matters. I don't expect it to happen, but I'd rather prepare for it when it does.
Smart.
You mean genius, and yes, I am. Well, I had a blast. Hope you did too. I should have had Happy bring up Longinus, my prized truffle hunting.
Of all the enemies we could be facing, I'm grateful Lilith is our foe.
I'm grateful are you insane? She's not a match for a doctor. I like it. Great treat. When I say I like it, I know it. It's a great treat.
Lilith threatens the entire world. There are more powerful enemies?
Of course. But for Miss Minoru and her young allies, none knew the Gibborim would have culled this earth of sentient life. The fabled Tekalili? Not so fabled. The dweller in the darkness? Only the Ancient One's power drove that sucker-spackled beast back to the depths. Better the mother of demons you know than the elder god you don't. Let's endeavor to meet again soon.
For a recently animated corpse who's missed a few centuries of culture, you're a good hang. Well, Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is distributed mostly via cobwebs and ghost farts anyway. Keep knocking him dead, Chief. Lilith won't know what hit her. Thanks to the miracle of modern hellfire, we have a near-limitless power source that, for whatever reason, burns ice cold. So much for science, right?
I was impressed by your chiaroscuro technique, Hunter.
Starting to feel like your old self yet?
Thank you for the quality time, Hunter. It is a treasure to me.
Does this place smell funny to you? It's not the hellfire. There's something funky about here. I just can't seem to place. It's just like riding a bike. Or maybe a horse in your case. All this time I figured these flames were connected to some kind of underground caldera. Boy, was I wrong. I'm convinced now there's something down there, under the forge. Seriously, ask Strange. It's monster breath. Well, if you can rise from the dead, I hope you can remember how to punch people. Well, Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is distributed mostly via cobwebs and ghost...
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Destroy everything with Hydra's feeling intense. It will really give us advantage. I want to make it something powerful.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. Hail, Holy One! Or is it unholy? Yet to be determined. Oh, and I was just about to binge-watch my stories.
Tutorials. Study
This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced ember, and that'll be all she wrote.
Forge and guarantees that new resource these abilities are great to craft.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. It's probably not the object of power you were hoping for. If only more of my time could be dedicated to study. I'd just as soon leave the fighting to the punchier types.
Oh, research. Researchers' objects to take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like upgrades, combat elements, and hero outfits. Keep an eye for location. I did this. Description way magic science is fun to do and practice where there isn't much practice, however, work effort we work together going and I might be able to fabricate the pretty much powerful elements to use combat at NicoSOS.S. We can do that later. Let's do that.
That caught my eye as well.
Oh, research in progress. Research is now in progress. Return forged in the morning for the result.
Tony is working. How's it going, boss? Let's see what we got here. What do you think?
That's new.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
I want it. Good. I wish we could take it.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Tutorial. If you equip abilities, you gain new combat abilities for your hero. Open the hero screen to equip the new ability. If the hero screen can open at any time, and that I do with that. But tutorial equipping salvage. You can able it to be equipped or swap with another ready card in the hero combat deck. Another unused ability you can salvage for essence and request for upgrade vitamins and more. Take one quick, but take one quick with that.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Tarot cards. The moonlight. The moon, I meant. The true identity behind the cloak and the shadow. This card is repent to description, but also playable and on Chris.
You moving into the forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
I look like forward to do it. Not really, but you both better be ready for this. I'm looking forward to it.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
We don't cook enough around here. Everyone does their own thing. We should have a night where we all bring something to the table. You know, potluck? We could start a weekly tradition. Hey, I make a mean carne asada.
Joke. Which one are you working to the girl? I'm a joke.
Must be hard not to burn the steak when you are made of fire.
I tried that once.
And?
And hellfire grilled steak is 5 kinds of nasty. Okay, we're doing this. Give me a few days to put this together. And then, coming soon to an abbey near you, Midnight Suns, the Potluckening. Too much?
A bit.
I'll work on it. We set a new bar.
Bad guys better start running.
Hey,
Hunter? You doing okay?
It's nothing.
What is wrong?
I can't play darts anymore.
Why not?
I can't lose. I get the max score every game. I can even pull off some crazy Robin Hood shots. I've tried blindfolds, facing away from the board, and one-finger throws. Perfect score, every time.
Now you're the one to beat. You move. You have to move on. Time to master something else.
Mastery is a good thing. Now you can put out a challenge to everyone. Defeat Captain Marvel.
At darts.
At darts.
That is the goofiest thing I've heard all week. I love it. One of the X-Men has claims on perfect accuracy. Let's see how perfect. We're doing this again. Make plans. I feel closer to Chewie now. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter.
on the prowl? I'm gonna pretend that was an accident.
Bad guys better start running.
Better get over there, Hunter, before Flamehead burns the place down waiting on you. Looks like you're off to a good start. We all had to start somewhere, even me. Stay hungry. You'll get there.
Guess I can put away the garlic. Won't do much good against Hydra. This place is like a resort compared to some of the spots I've worked out of. Heroes have just gotten spoiled these days. Nobody knows exactly what it is you remember, so they'll probably want to hold your hand for a minute. Don't take it personally. Caretaker's never exactly been bubbly, but the last couple months...
The time for punishment is here. Bad guys better start running. There's no escape for the wicked. Judgment is on its way. There's no escape for the wicked. Judgment is on its way. Like playing with fire, huh?
To do daily spires every day with Hunter, not every day to the Hunter. You choose a new partner to spire with, increase in friendship and unique rewards. Choose a hero and direct them at the heart of your daily hunt. Heroes may spire with Hunter once every 4 days. Something credit.
Maybe you should be the...
We get 3 training points, 3 friendship, 3 common bonus combat.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
What is it, Charlie? Find something?
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers. You'll be back to your old self in no time, kiddo. It's good to see you getting back on your feet. I couldn't begin to count the number of missions we've planned in this room over the centuries. Ambushes, sieges, open warfare. We did a bit of everything back in the day. I didn't think you'd have any trouble remembering the way. As they say, it's just like riding a bicycle. I've always considered this room to be the unofficial heart of the Abbey. Sure, there are quite a few other areas of interest, but this is where the action comes together. Carol seems like the perfect fit for the war room. I already trust her implicitly when it comes to our tactical readiness. I've probably spent more time in this room than anywhere else in the Abbey. It's where I feel most comfortable. I doubt you'll be at this level for long, but I'm glad to see you progressing. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Yes, but how is this my problem? I will find her. I do not have time for this. I will find her.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Got a minute, Hunter? Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, she's something else. May I ask you? Yes.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
This is hard for you, isn't it? She's still for you. Good.
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Have you seen...
No.
All right. Have you seen...
No.
All...
Tutorial. Flames in the Abbey. Fierce flames in the Abbey can interact with. Paints can be removed. Frames from the small cost. Paints you find in the inventory can be placed and play flames for free. Maybe just find her here. She's right there.
Hi.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, they when you talk to people.
Yes, hello.
Why, hello, Hunter.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Look. Looks like you're interested in that book. Put the book down.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I cannot help you with that. I feel that anything good, but
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
it might be already have. Then open the damn portal. We'll save her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye. Fine, speak. Yes?
Hello.
You feeling all right?
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Stopping Hydra's helicopter. Chemical until later. Tutorial combat bonus. First rare earns combat bonus from playing with adding him to the squad earns powerful boost at the start of the next mission. Actually, I'm gonna try to go together.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate. It's a strong start, I'll give you that. Training pays off. You just have to stick with it. Looks like you're off to a good start.
Bad guys better start running. Judgment is on its way.
Do not stray from path. You have problem?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Stop Hydra helicopter. Sail the helicopter before the fleet. Turret was attacked discreetly before it runs out.
By her command!
Tutorial. Bonus mission cards. Containing enemy grants powerful cards. When you KO, highlight the enemy with the cursor. The cards they will grant you. Will grant. Tutorial. Comeback item. Combat item. You have to unclick comeback item. Use R2 to assist the But combat items are free, do not cost any cards, so can be used whenever you are in trouble.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
It was your time.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Your fate is sealed. Clearly not much has changed among the world's fanatics. Welcome assistance. Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
We will never forsake her.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Her reputation precedes us.
You're ready now.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Whoever gets the job done.
The light will heal you.
That should help.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
BEST viewers on streamboo.com, remove the space at IMXDBBBS.
Here we go.
I could do that.
We will never forsake her.
I've been waiting.
You have to try harder than that.
Nothing matters. But here come their friends. The guild.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that, Chopper. Please.
With pleasure. It is all coming back to me.
Defeat an object, finish them off. Defeat remaining enemies to complete the mission.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
It's fair, maximum block. You can never. A hero can never have more than their maximum health.
Your time has come.
I don't have magic healing.
Weak, even for Hydra.
What?
That'll work.
It's going good.
Get out of there!
Actually,
My lead.
still alive.
Even hell has its limits. Vengeance is
This will drop. I'm gonna drop anything knocked out back in the drop. They have a chance to KO or increase performance. So KO for the enemy's help for the heroes and civilians cannot be knocked out to the drop. Get out.
The light is on our side.
You have my thanks.
I want to do this going through your head. Watch this. I'm going to move. Watch this.
Burn in hellfire.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
For complete mission, growth bonus. Complete mission 20 finish in 5 turns. Difficult. There's no about 25%. 75 grow glass. I must say glass. Gamma coil. The defense of the nation. Hunter goes, death follows. Tutorial Heroes level. Missions or rewards tried. Mission rewards are tied to the hero level. As Hunter gains level, combat rewards offering the future missions will improve. Do not worry about leveling. Every hero has the Hunter is increased. Any heroes will manually level up so they do not fall far behind. Higher difficulty, all heroes levels will be faster grant access to the higher daily rewards soon. Breaking news. I didn't read this. Breaking news. Niagara Falls a temporary shutdown today after the river reveals Drake nearly 5 minutes. Visitor left the port and confused. I do not know. I do not ruin my vacation, but without the waterfall, it's kind of just a red rock. Stay tourist, CR Taylor. Like, at least the water does not fall upwards. It's Tony Stark. Yep, but I'd say it could happen. Tony Stark. I never say it will, but with all the gamma deterioration cannot stay. Will not. Robbie. Okay, where are we walking to the Abbey grounds late at night? Deanna? Not yet. Robbie, the weird I saw the stranger's leg out my window. Where it only once here. Who have owned the glow? So figure it out, you. Blade, maybe it could be Carl was out for a midnight stroll. Robbie, no, it's Captain Marvel. Is it soft glow? She's a portable son. Nico, also I cannot take the moonlight. Scroll and drilling at Newton memory. Hashtag just witchy things. Blade nerd. Nico, I said, who's the man in the name of Katana? Keep pushing me. I will share it with hashtag Blade facts. I love learning these taglines, guys. Let me go ask her.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
I know you think about Wanda. I'm not that convenient. I'm not. I think I'm
You are
hitting
trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Is she warned the others? Is the limbo still safe? Dangerous family to me. Should we warn the others?
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings?
I should say the middle one.
The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Me and her friendship is pretty hard to do.
Yes? You have problem?
Why you go there? I told you, hang out time. Hang out. A few heroes are able to hang out with you at the hunter of the corner. Engage with them, hang out with them, hang out to grow your happiness with the heroes of your choice.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Feeling good today, girl.
It's good to punch Hydra in the face, black and red herring, but still. In school, they never taught us about Hydra's role in World War II. Do you think modern Hydra made sure of that? Where does Hydra find so many troopers? There's no hiring app for goons. But if there was, I'd call it a goober. I get why they named themselves Hydra. If you're all about insidious corruption, no one will take you seriously if you're called bedbugs or black mold. I hope you knocked some sense into those troopers. Gig economy or not, Hydra is no way to pay the bills. It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring, but still. In school, they never taught us about Hydra's role in World War II. Do you think modern Hydra made sure of that?
What's up, Big H?
Yo, I'm just glad we didn't get pulled over. The hell ride isn't exactly street legal.
I hate
Hunter. You know, the end of the world is really messing up my travel plans.
Where did you plan to go?
All over the place. Calcutta, Vladivostok, Cape Town, Perth. Maybe swing through Transia on the way back.
So, sounds like a hunt. Sounds like a hunt preparation. Cool. About your travel plan. Joke about the travel plan.
Let me guess. You are going to fly there.
Is this a bad joke?
Yes.
You know I can't do that, right?
Now I do.
And who wants bat powers anyway? Ridiculous. Didn't expect to have that much fun.
Why, hello, Hunter. I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done. They don't all need to be battles against some infamous demonic threat. Sometimes a nice straight fight is all you need. Don't downplay the importance of winning these minor battles. We need everyone to stay sharp. Every mission is important, especially when you're still learning to work with new allies. Keep this up, and I doubt Lilith will have a leg to stand on by the time we find her. I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered. Together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Caretaker's Journal, June 3rd, 1710. My application to absorption of Anna for Anna has left him vulnerable and feeling like nothing knows that certainty. I went her by my side. I wish I was her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. I thought I admit that many of selfish to me share those risks. I found myself in various position I once considered and judged guilty for it and bring me to shame. A blood descent we were not mean to bring the child into the world or love anyone as she did. As I loved Asa, we were wrong to judge with the harsh, and I am wrong now. It's hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Asa just as felt with Gear and their child. I have a family to love and be loved by another.
Hunter, hello.
Mystica zoology. The wild hunt. I thought the occurs of the phenomenon. The wild over report there was still will documents of case. The wild hunt occurred many times. If you wish to hear the sounds of and when as they coursed overhead the area of the suffering of anything. Anyways, a excellent place to start is as we look up them is to look upon death. It's basically wait until Serena and the invitation is at the lowest point. Anyway, of the elder gods, the bowl of offerings of ended. I thought the earthly, but or effect of the zero beauty of the riches of her, and we will earn the blessing of no matter when they're given. I read that there's nothing here. Nothing there. Picture. I think we read everything right here. I need to read behind her. There's two things I need to read behind her. ancestor, the Chester Hurry of 1827. The blood of destiny has stood watching on here. With each generation of blade have run red with the blood of falling as we seek to bring about others. Only the 9 lords of the Hydra stands the challenge. I will of the blood family, and they will never repent. The hidden vestal of the gods and volume 1. As expected from page 78. Known as the searcher of the word of the free of Quid Huron go drift between the stars for millennium. It's thought that a mere fraction of the God's power could bridge in the cosmos in recent centuries of the earth must be powerful. Sorcerers have been together for the secret organization known as gatekeepers. The gatekeepers, with each selectively even the power could be harnessed by attracting the elder gods moment. From over here. From over here. I could read this. This is the prophecy of the midnight sun, and illuminated by the daughter's different strange sources supreme. I wrote the community refused as the prophet of the midnight suns are not struggling to clutch in the bliss of rather they are compared to the vitriol fragrance in nation scattered throughout the book of nation through some of this scourge or broken study of text. Translate from the dark hole. The follow of the experiment referred to as fallen of the mother. Upon the thorn, beneath the shadows peak from the orange clay stump floor of blow, the surge of the spray, and full curse still across from the limbs, and the endless swell of the night of finally Rome, the moon, and the stones. The vessel went the hair hunts the cordial clod. There is closing hands gloves when my mother thought they would get on the suddenly feels the meals the faith unsealed the midnight sun. Yeah, that's rhyme I told to create fears from the destruction of as so reader may have already impersonate this resignation. But is it but half of the outer prophecy that hasn't should not drive into such a dangerous information in the first place? As I write those, the fallen mothers is a common except the event lead up to the corruption of Lilith. One of the least known member of the blood of birth of the child known as the Hunter, and the mutual destruction of both of the dawn of the 18th century. The remains of the prophecies unbroken into the library. Phrase that's secret in the Margina, the book of the separate. Those experts are themselves experts from the management of power, thought nothing about the prophecy of and on bridge of Atari of the key of phase, the chosen by the instant allows one to know its shape as the prophecy without reading from the management directly. I follow the collection of the pile Virginia is referred to as raised the midnight sun. The bracket, the deeps and surgeon mistrust will heck. My mother called me a child from stubborn. The darkness and the light dance across my mind, and his will close the heart at heart. When the sun rays, the tower will fall. She'll answer my mother's call. And the children breaks his light, and his light as the temple of the fullness of God fills, that his words cannot be contained. The sleep tighten, stir the grass unbroken in the herald crown. The mirror cracks, his return. Whoa, that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading, guys. Ooh, hard words, too. After this whole library. Yeah, so also, steps from the one journal. I have restored what I have taken from the ether. The damage can only be resolved when all my rods has been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
The Masterworks. I have collected a Masterwork. It's in to the painting already hanging in the Abbey wall. Masterworks can be fun. Scattered around the Abbey grounds. Masterworks can be hanging in an empty frame inside the Abbey. Maybe I didn't read it. Hunter's Journal. July 15th, 7010. My favorite day was those with Anatha. She seems to talk more than the spirit something. I did not feel like a drawing literature. So she always saw me and faced the life when she tells me about all the plants, trees, mushrooms that come across. I never thought it would find myself actually to shape the feeling. Carry those moon flowers, dries, saddle. Anatha tells me that one day I know those things will come in handy, but now I'm just fun to learn them. Wanda's journal. I've said I'm sorry so many times today, as I might as well say it here too. I'm sorry. I do not know what happened out there. Anatha and I trained at the altar at all times, all the time. But sometimes what's different, how somehow this time I was lost control, lost control of Anatha. Could have been her and would have been my fault. Damn, I need to figure this stuff out. Caretaker isn't looking at me the same. Anatha makes it look like easy, so easy. And I just made everything harder. We'll find a way to draw the emotional energy back to the altar. We'll try it again. We always do. P.S. Somehow broke the cauldron too. Was not even in the library today.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh, hocus pocus.
Ah, you haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Magic still holds. Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work. The patterns do not match. What was Wanda up to here? Only one more to go.
It was good. the Hermit, tarot card, the Hermit. Name is Herm. One that has talents with power and remains the create of strength and his strength below water. This card represents substitute summon the answer of but without one. I always found that I'm just trying to find the last one. This one, when you go here, I bet you it's over here. I bet you it's over here, there. Just trying to find this last garage. Or it could just be the I didn't find it at this place. I'm okay with it. Been there. I could be in here. Well, let's check in here. Then go back here later. Still only place I didn't check. Yeah.
Alright, win for it.
I found her. It's right here, guys. But oh yeah, I think I need to open this. Might be in there. This way. Yeah.
Noble Ushtur guides my hand. An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Yeah, earth rod. The Incans across most of the stones eat earth color surface, leave them on the ground and for the even moment and let quickly lost the Emir mold. The halo of the plant springs from the ground across ground around it. I mean, yeah. I forgot that's what it is. Maybe everything's been high while I'm here. How do I do that one? It's that one. Up here. Oh, I didn't want to play. I can go to the shortcut. I can go to the shortcut. Yeah, there's one right here.
There. Finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear. Can you feel it in the air, Hunter? The altar is humming with magical energies, just waiting for the right invocation. I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. It's always good to see you.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she's not buried here?
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much, but I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear. Yes, dear? Hello, Hunter. Something on your mind? Never a dull moment. Need something, dear? Feeling well today, dear? Hunter? Never a dull moment. Can that really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you. After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
What's the truth? Where am I? How did you know about that? What's the truth?
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
this is the end of episode, I think 3. I think this is episode 3. Yeah, this is the end of episode 3. Bye, everyone. Yeah, this is the end of episode 3. My name is Joshua Gaming Radio. You enjoy the day. Have a nice day. Bye.